Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, something feels different, but you just cannot quite put your finger on it? As we move gracefully through life, our hair tells a story just as much as our smile and our eyes do. After 60, it is not about chasing youth. It is about celebrating the incredible woman you have become. Today, I am inviting you to discover something powerful. A simple shift in your hair color could make you feel more radiant, more alive, and more connected to who you are right now. And just as easily, the wrong choice could unintentionally add years you never signed up for. That is why, in this video, we are diving deep into 3 hair colors that bring out your natural glow, and 3 that might be holding you back without you even realizing it. So go ahead, pour yourself a cup of tea, get cozy, and let us embark on this journey together. I promise you, what you will learn today could change the way you see yourself every single day. 1. Modern salt and pepper, a crown of wisdom. As we step into this next chapter of life, there is something truly powerful about embracing what is naturally ours. One of the most beautiful expressions of that is the salt and pepper look. For decades, society pushed the idea that gray hair had to be hidden, covered, even fought against. But now, more women than ever are flipping that old story on its head and choosing to let their natural beauty shine through. Salt and pepper hair is not about giving up. It is about standing proudly in who you are. When blended and cared for intentionally, this color can soften your features, illuminate your complexion, and give you a glow that feels authentic and fresh. It works beautifully with the subtle changes in skin tone that happen over time, creating a harmony that no artificial color can truly replicate. The best part is how freeing it feels. No more racing to touch up roots or worrying about fading dye. Instead, your hair becomes a statement of confidence, a symbol of the wisdom you have earned and the joy you continue to live with. It is low maintenance but high impact, offering an effortless chic that is incredibly striking. If you are considering letting your salt and pepper shine, here is a little tip. Work with your stylist to blend your natural grays with a few soft lowlights. This will give structure and polish to the look without making it feel stiff or overly done. A good stylist will know how to tone your gray so it looks vibrant and luminous, not yellow or dull. And here is something you might find surprising. Young women today are actually paying salons to recreate the salt and pepper style you already have. They see it as fashionable, bold, and elegant. What you have is not just beautiful, it is iconic. Embracing your salt and pepper is not about holding on to the past or chasing a trend. It is about honoring the journey you have taken and wearing it with pride. It says without a word, I know who I am, and I love who I am becoming. So if you have been wondering whether it is time to step into your natural silver glow, consider this your warm encouragement. Not only will you look stunning, you will feel more you than ever before. 2. Chocolate brown with soft copper lights. Warmth from within. Sometimes what we need is not a dramatic change, but a gentle nudge back toward the warmth and vibrance that life can quietly soften over time. That is exactly what chocolate brown with soft copper highlights offers. It is not loud, it is not trying too hard. It is simply flattering, timeless, and quietly stunning. Chocolate brown is a rich, deep color that brings back warmth to your complexion. As we age, the rosy undertones in our skin naturally begin to fade, leaving our faces looking a little cooler or even a little dull in certain lights. A shade like chocolate brown restores that missing warmth, making your skin glow again in the most natural way. But the real magic happens when you weave in just a touch of soft copper. The copper is not meant to scream for attention. It is there to catch the light, to reflect a little shimmer when you move, to make your hair look fuller and healthier without overwhelming your features. It is like a soft whisper of sunshine woven right into your hair. One of the best things about this color combination is how forgiving it is. If your natural hair is starting to show some silver, chocolate brown blends beautifully with it, making regrowth less obvious. And the copper tones tend to fade gracefully, shifting into warm, flattering hues rather than turning brassy or harsh. It means fewer salon visits, less maintenance stress, and more time spent living your life the way you want to. If you are someone who loves low-key elegance, this color might be your perfect match. It pairs effortlessly with so many styles, whether you love a sleek bob, soft waves, or a shoulder-length cut. It complements brown eyes, hazel eyes, green eyes, and even deep blue eyes, pulling out the sparkle you might not have realized was still there. When you see yourself in the mirror with a color like this, you might not think, "I look younger." You might think something even better. "I look like me. Me, but radiant. Me, but fully alive." And that feeling, more than anything, is what the right hair color should give you. 3. Cool ash brown with smoky highlights. Quiet sophistication. For those who are looking for something with a little more edge but still want to keep it elegant, cool ash brown with smoky highlights might just be the perfect fit. It is the kind of color that does not shout for attention, but instead draws people in quietly, with a sense of calm confidence and timeless style. Ash brown is a muted, cool-toned brown that has just a hint of gray built into it. Unlike warmer browns or red-based colors, ash brown gives a more refined and modern feel, without competing with your skin's natural beauty. As we age, sometimes warm tones can clash with the skin, making it look uneven or tired. Cool ash brown, on the other hand, creates a soft contrast that flatters your features and brings out the natural elegance in your face. When you add smoky highlights into the mix, it takes the entire look to a whole new level. Smoky highlights are not harsh or bright. They are soft, subtle strands of lighter gray or silver that weave through the hair, giving it dimension, texture, and a beautiful sense of movement. It is a perfect way to embrace a bit of your natural silver without feeling like you have to fully commit to going gray all at once. One of the greatest advantages of this color combination is how well it blends with natural grays. If you are just starting to see more silver peek through your roots, cool ash brown and smoky highlights can make that transition feel seamless, even intentional. It removes the pressure to constantly touch up your color and allows you to enjoy the freedom of hair that looks beautiful, polished, and completely your own. If you are someone who loves a wardrobe full of jewel tones, neutrals, or even classic black and white, cool ash brown will fit into your style effortlessly. It gives you a sleek, modern base that works with everything from casual days to elegant evenings. To keep this look fresh, I recommend using a blue-toned or purple shampoo once in a while to prevent brassiness and maintain that beautiful cool tone. A light gloss treatment every few months can also help keep the highlights looking smoky and sophisticated rather than dull. When you wear a color like this, it does not say, "I am trying to look younger." It says something much more powerful. It says, "I am confident, I am modern, and I am not afraid to evolve while staying true to myself." And that, truly, is the kind of beauty that never goes out of style. Now that we have explored the shades that can lift your natural beauty and light up your reflection, it is just as important to know which colors might be quietly working against you. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, the wrong hair color can highlight the very things we would rather soften. So let us talk about 3 hair colors that, despite their popularity, may actually add years to your appearance instead of subtracting them. And more importantly, what you can do instead to stay radiant and true to yourself. 1. Jet black, the silent aggravator. For so long, jet black hair has been seen as the ultimate symbol of strength and timeless beauty. It is bold, it is commanding, and it is unmistakably classic. And for many women, keeping their hair deep, dark, and flawless feels like holding on to a part of themselves that once made them feel powerful. But as we move gracefully into our 60s and beyond, our skin changes in ways that deep black hair cannot always keep up with. The warmth that once colored our cheeks gently fades. Our skin becomes softer, more translucent, and sometimes just a little cooler in tone. And that once stunning contrast between jet black hair and youthful skin can, almost without us realizing, begin to work against us. Jet black hair has a way of casting shadows where we least want them. It draws attention to the hollows beneath the eyes, the fine lines around the mouth, the softening of the jawline. Instead of highlighting your natural beauty, it can unintentionally harden your features, making you look more tired, more stern, even when your heart feels vibrant and alive. And it does not stop there. Jet black absorbs light instead of reflecting it. That means any thinning in the hair becomes more noticeable, and what once looked full and luscious may now seem flat, heavy, and lacking life. Even the healthiest black hair on a youthful canvas can struggle to keep that same vitality as time goes on. But here is the good news. Moving away from jet black does not mean giving up. It means choosing a shade that lifts you up rather than weighs you down. A rich chocolate brown, a soft black with warm caramel lowlights, or even a deep espresso tone with hints of mahogany can bring light back to your face and softness back to your features. These colors still honor the depth and richness you love, but add movement, warmth, and dimension that feels effortless and flattering. They work with your skin's evolution, not against it, and they help you look and feel like the vibrant, wise, and beautiful woman you are today. If you have ever looked in the mirror and felt like something was just a little off, even though the color seemed perfect on paper, trust that intuition. Your reflection should feel like a celebration, not a memory you are trying to hold on to. You have nothing to prove and everything to embrace. Choose the shade that supports your light because you deserve to shine, not to hide. 2. Platinum blonde, bright but draining. There is something so tempting about the idea of going lighter as we get older. We hear phrases like, blondes have more fun, or bright hair hides the gray, and it sounds so promising, so easy. But the truth is, for many women after 60, platinum blonde and ultra-light shades can end up being far more unforgiving than flattering. When our skin was younger, we carried a natural flush, a rosy warmth that made bright blonde feel playful and effortless. But as the years weave their quiet changes into our skin, our complexion tends to soften, cool, and sometimes lose that natural vibrance. Against that more delicate canvas, platinum blonde can look harsh, washing out the very glow we are trying to protect. Instead of lighting up your features, an icy blonde often drains color from your cheeks, leaving you looking tired or even fragile. Every little shadow, every uneven spot in skin tone becomes more noticeable. And if that were not enough, the upkeep of platinum blonde is relentless. Bleaching, toning, constant touch-ups, it is exhausting. And mature hair, which can already be more delicate, often struggles to survive the repeated chemical processing, leading to dryness, brittleness, and breakage. You deserve better than a color that demands so much from you, yet gives so little back. If you love lighter shades, there are beautiful alternatives that work with your natural beauty rather than against it. Warm beige blondes, honey-toned highlights, or a soft golden brown can still bring light to your face, but in a way that feels richer, healthier, more in tune with who you are now. Imagine a gentle warmth framing your face, catching the light just right, making your eyes sparkle and your skin glow. That is the kind of radiance you deserve, not a forced brightness, but a natural, effortless one. You've spent decades becoming the woman you are today. You do not need to chase trends that were never made for you. You simply need a color that celebrates your story, honors your grace, and lets your true beauty shine through without apology. 3. Deep burgundy and purples, the drama you don't need. There is something undeniably exciting about bold hair colors. Deep burgundy, rich wine tones, and even purples have long been seen as statements of creativity, independence, and flair. For many women, especially after 60, there is a strong temptation to choose a color that says, I am still vibrant, I am still full of life, and you absolutely are. But here is where deep reds and purples can quietly betray us. While these shades are dramatic and full of character, they often clash with the changes that happen in our skin as we age. Mature skin tends to become thinner, more translucent, sometimes a little uneven in tone. Burgundy and purple shades with their strong red or blue undertones can highlight redness, emphasize blotchiness, and make the skin look more tired or uneven than it truly is. At first, the color might look exciting. Fresh from the salon chair, it feels vibrant, even electric. But bold reds fade quickly, and when they do, they rarely fade gracefully. What is left behind is often a muddy, dull residue that flattens the hair and draws attention to areas you would rather soften. Instead of enhancing your natural glow, these colors can exaggerate the things you have worked so hard to embrace with grace. And perhaps the biggest burden is the upkeep. Deep burgundy shades demand constant maintenance to stay rich and beautiful. Miss a touch-up or two, and the color starts to break down, becoming patchy, uneven, and drawing even more focus to thinning areas or fragile texture. The reality is, after 60, you deserve a hair color that works for you, not against you. You deserve ease, beauty, and authenticity. If you love the warmth and richness that red offers, you do not have to give it up. Instead, choose shades that whisper instead of shout. Soft auburns, warm browns with copper glints, or even subtle reddish lowlights can bring warmth and personality to your hair without overpowering your features or your spirit. Imagine a gentle, natural glow catching the sunlight, making your eyes sparkle and your complexion come alive, without the heavy drama or endless upkeep. That is the kind of beauty that honors both your inner fire and your outer grace. You are not here to prove your vibrancy to anyone. You carry it in your smile, your laughter, your wisdom. Your hair color should simply be a soft, beautiful echo of the incredible light you already have within you. As we reach this beautiful stage of life, there is something truly powerful about realizing that beauty has nothing to do with erasing the years. It has everything to do with embracing them. When you choose a hair color after 60, you are not just picking a shade. You are making a statement about how you see yourself and how you want the world to see you. It is not about pretending to be younger. It is about stepping forward with grace, with confidence, with a quiet kind of power that only comes from living fully and loving deeply. The right hair color does not hide your journey. It honors it. It softens the lines etched by laughter and sorrow. It brightens the eyes that have seen so much, and it wraps you in a glow that feels completely, unmistakably yours. When you find a color that lifts your reflection instead of weighing it down, you are reminded every day that aging is not something to fear. It is something to celebrate. Every gray strand you have earned, every softened contour, every change in your skin, they are not flaws. They are the living proof that you have experienced, endured, grown, and flourished. Maybe for you it will be the natural grace of salt and pepper hair shining with authenticity. Maybe it will be the rich warmth of chocolate brown with copper lights, whispering vitality back into your skin. Maybe it will be the cool sophistication of ash brown and smoky highlights, a gentle nod to your enduring spirit of adventure. There is no right answer except the one that makes you feel most at home in your own skin. And if there is one thing I hope you take from this conversation today, it is this: you have nothing to prove to anyone. Your beauty does not depend on anyone else's rules. You are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to glow in ways that are new, bold, quiet, brilliant, whatever feels true to you. Your reflection should not be a battlefield. It should be a love letter to the woman who has built a life out of laughter, courage, wisdom, and hope. A love letter to the woman who still dreams, still dares, and still dazzles, even if the world sometimes forgets to notice. Today, I invite you to notice. Notice the strength in your smile. Notice the light that dances in your eyes. Notice the beauty that no number could ever define. And when you choose your next hair color, let it be a celebration, not a correction. Because you, beautiful soul, are already radiant. You are already enough. You are, and have always been, more breathtaking than you ever knew. Whatever you choose, know this: you are not trying to recapture your light. You are expanding it. You are not less vibrant because time has passed. You are more. And every strand of hair, every line etched by laughter, every softening curve tells a story that is worth celebrating every single day. If this message today touched your heart, if it made you see yourself in a little softer, kinder light, I would be honored if you would take a moment to like this video. It helps this message reach more beautiful souls just like you, who might need a gentle reminder of how radiant they already are. And if you have not joined our community yet, I would love for you to subscribe. This is a space where we celebrate life after 60, not with fear, but with excitement. Where we share wisdom, beauty, and a deep belief that our best years are still unfolding. I would also love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, what hair color has made you feel the most like yourself? Was there ever a color that surprised you, that made you feel seen, vibrant, and alive in a new way? Your story could be exactly what another woman needs to hear today. Because here, we lift each other up. We celebrate every stage, every change, and every shade of who we are. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being exactly who you are. And until next time, stay beautiful, stay bold, and keep shining your light.